Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I would go through the radio upgrade I put in my 2002 Porsche Boxster. I was originally resistant to replacing the original radio because I wanted to keep the car as in original condition as possible, but unfortunately these two buttons on the side had gotten very sticky and to the point where it became almost unusable. So ultimately I relented and replaced the original radio with the Kenwood Excelon DMX957XR model. Now, Porsche does offer their own radio upgrade, the Porsche Classic Radio, but that will set you back well over $1,000. It's also more limited in at least two respects. It does not offer wireless Apple CarPlay or a backup camera option. Both of those things the Kenwood Excelon does offer. So I thought I would do an overview of the Kenwood Excelon and whether or not it is worth the upgrade. So let's get inside the car and take a closer look. So here it is, the Kenwood Excelon. I'm going to turn the car on in just a minute. I just wanted you to get a chance to see it with the screen off. I think it has a nice streamlined look. It doesn't stick out. It's not obtrusive. It actually looks like it belongs here. This screen is incredibly crisp and clear. The colors are absolutely so vibrant. This has a clear resistive screen. What that means, it's glass covered with a thin layer of plastic, which is what makes it responsive. I just hit the home button. So in addition to the touch screen, you have these buttons down here. Here's the home screen. Again, you can see Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. This also has an HD radio. If I go to menu, this is where you have all these adjustments. Backlighting, I have it on 4. It's 1 through 4. I don't have really anything going on here. If basically all in 0 except for the backlight, you can see how vivid the colors are. You hit this back arrow to go back. If you just want to turn the display off, you just hit display off. If you want to turn it back on, you hit the menu. Here's the backup camera. We'll get to that in just a minute. Setup. All sorts of settings here. Here you've got a bunch of stuff. Wallpaper customization. You want to set a different wallpaper. You can do that. Got your wallpaper color here. Key color, which is this down here. Red, green, yellow, orange. It's like a purple, pink, blue. This goes through all the colors. So here you have your Bluetooth setup. It's all pretty self-explanatory. There's so many settings here. I'm not going to be able to go through everything, but at least give you some sense. Your speaker select, EQ, SW levels. I played around with this a little bit when I first got it. You know, it's funny, I initially had the bass up when I was going through, and it was a little bit too much. Here you go, sound effect. You can do bass boost. As you can see, I have it off. I had it on when I first was using this. It was just a little too much for me. But lots and lots of settings. So if you are into sound and like to play around with these settings, you're gonna love this. All right, so again, that's the audio. Go over there for setup. But as you can see, as I'm touching this, it's very responsive. Go to the home screen. All right, so this is your volume. volume keys here. I'm not actually sure what that's doing. Okay, but that's your home screen. You have your menu. That will bring you also back to all of your apps. Backup camera. The backup camera, of course, is an additional cost, but if you buy it, it's all set up in here. You just have to hook it up. You've got some white lettering here. If you hold these buttons down, it can do additional things. So if you want to turn the display off, you push the menu button and hold it. Turns it off. Hold to turn it back on. The next button here, this is for Siri. If you want to initialize Siri, you would push and hold. And then you push and hold the camera button. It brings you to this display adjustment. You may have noticed when I initially turned on the car, this moved position, and you can adjust it how you wish. You can have it not angle out at all, which is its original position. So when I turn the car off, it goes back to this original flush position. I have it at 1 because I do like it to be a little bit angled out. But if you want it to be additionally angled out, that's 2, that's 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right, so I'm gonna bring it back to 1. So let's talk briefly about the camera. So when I put the car in reverse, the camera automatically goes on. But you can also manually turn on the camera. So I'm gonna put it back into park. Again, here's this button here, you press it, there's the backup camera. Incredibly clear, crisp image. It's also a wide angle. So if I'm backing out of a parking spot, I can very easily see anyone who is approaching the car. So just a wonderful upgrade. And an upgrade that initially, like I said, I was very resistant to, but now that I have this, I could never go back to the old system. So now I'm going to attempt to play a song through here. I had to find something that was free music that's not copyrighted, otherwise I'd be flagged for copyright. But hopefully you'll get kind of a sense of the sound quality coming through here and just the richness of the sound and the clarity. So in terms of cost, this particular model costs about $750, and I had mentioned that the backup camera was an additional cost, and that was about $215. Now, this model has been discontinued. There's now a new model out on the market. However, you can still find this model, and I will put a link in the description below. In terms of the cost of installation, I cannot speak to that because my husband and I decided to install this ourselves. And if you do decide to do it yourself, set aside about a day to do it. This will take you a little bit of time, and it did take us about a day to put in the radio and also to wire and hook up the backup camera. But at the end of the day, it was well worth it. Well, I hope this video was helpful. If you have any questions, please let me know. And if you like these videos, please like and subscribe. Thank you for being here. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye for now.